am back. Road Transfer Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment, share this motor scooter ride out. And thank you guys and gals for watching our videos. So let's talk about Chicago. Here we are. Another week, another shitload of shootings. Let's quit. Just no sugarcoating it. Just let's go to the S load right off the bat. I went back to look, and yeah, there are a couple of other weekends that have been more violent than this, but look, when 47 people get shot over a weekend, you just kind of want to throw up your hands and sort of walk out of the room. All the while, I found a situation where you got progressives right now trying to make the city more radically progressive. My God, let's try to make it even easier on the criminals. We know that Brandon Johnson and his allies would love to lay down a quote-unquote city tax, sort of an income tax in the city. Yeah, because you've got so many good reasons to want to keep paying more taxes. Wow, unbelievable. And you've got progressives in the city wanting to get rid of a long-time tool that policing tool, as it's called, because, oh my God, it's racist. And you got Brandon Johnson wanting to re-image the police. It makes a lot of sense with headlines like that, doesn't it? I mean, really? You want to re-image the police? We know what that means. That's code word for defund. Lori Lightfoot defunded the police, and it has set this city so far back. I mean, we'll get to this one. Progressives press. Yeah, the progressives believe Brandon Johnson is not radical enough. Guys, wow. Okay, wow. Let's do it. ABC 7, at least 47 people have been shot, 5 fatally, across Chicago so far this weekend, police say. When you got everything else going on, let's throw in a road rage incident on top of it. 2 people were injured, 1 critically in an apparent road rage shooting on Chicago's near south side on Sunday evening. Wow. A 47-year-old woman and a 26-year-old man were driving northbound when a 2015 Nissan sedan cut them off in traffic. The victims beeped at the Nissan, which pulled up alongside of them and someone inside opened fire. They honked at them and they opened fire on them. Wow, my wife is shaking her head. Didn't even give them the bird that I can see here. Honked at them. And they pulled up next to him and opened fire. What kind of scumbags do you have going on up there? That's crazy. The woman shot in the neck was transported to Northwestern Hospital in critical condition. The man who suffered a grazed wound to his back refused medical help. The police said it appeared to be road rage shooting, but did not have further information. 2 hours earlier, 2 people were shot, 1 fatally, Chicago South Side. We've got a 41-year-old man, 66-year-old woman hanging out on the corner when a gray-colored Toyota went by. Police said someone inside the vehicle started arguing with the man before pulling out a gun and opening fire. The man was shot in the chest, was transported in critical condition to Christ Hospital. The woman, who was not the intended target, suffered a gunshot wound to the eye. Wow. My God. 30-year-old, 20-year-old, man, woman, shot. The man suffered 10 gunshot wounds. Jesus. I mean, look at this, folks. 28, 33, look, 28, 31, 30, 24. And that's all on, what day was this? Is this all? That's just Sunday. Just Sunday. All of these people got shot just on Sunday. Does anybody go to church at all in Chicago? Or is it all a bunch of atheist, progressive, radical scumbags up there? I know some of you people are really nice in Chicago. This is crazy. Every week, I feel like I'm more surprised. I don't know why, because, I mean, there's a trail of Democratic debauchery and chaos going back as long as you can remember, well before Lightfoot ever come along. But still, every week, you go to load the numbers up, and you're like, how many? And you sort of got your fingers crossed, hey, let it be under 20. That's sad when you have to say, let it be under 20. You pull it up, and bam, it's 47. 47? It's crazy. And guys, in case you're wondering, because Breitbart covered this a little bit too, the Chicago Sun-Times pointed out that 342 people have been killed in Chicago from January 1, 2023 through July 30, 2023. Wow. I mean, 342? And guys, that's not even however many's been shot. Okay, because we know that 5 people died over the weekend, while 47 were shot. So we're way up in the thousands, I would assume, of people that's been shot in Chicago this year. That's all you Democrats that's always bitching and pissing and moaning, trying to virtue signaling using mass shootings. Chicago is a mass shooting every weekend by, guess what? Not right-wing extremist gun owners. Nah. A bunch of damn criminals running the streets, running amok, pulling out guns, and killing each other. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Every week I got to say the same thing. Harshest gun laws in the country. And you see the results right here. Boy, that works, don't it? No, it fails miserably, horribly. Progressives press Chicago mayor over pledge to end controversial policing tool. Look, this socialist scumbag, Brandon Johnson, partially ran on this. Like he said, I'm going to get rid of this, and he probably will. But imagine people wanting you to get rid of a tool that might be helping the police. I don't know how much it's helping them. I mean, they're having to fight Democrats everywhere they go up there trying to, well, you know, they're arresting somebody, wondering if it's even going to take once they get them to the freaking jailhouse. It's ridiculous. The Guardian, progressives have vowed to hold the new Chicago mayor, Brandon Johnson, to his campaign pledge that as part of crime control efforts in the city, he will break the controversial gun detection contractor ShotSpotter and break with them. Johnson gave well, maybe he should break with them and find something that works even better. Something even stricter. Something that might actually help the police. But you certainly don't need to get rid of it in lieu of nothing. Make the police jobs harder? You think that's smart? Look, 47 shot. Think that's smart? Johnson gave the keynote speak this week at Netroots, the largest annual gathering of progressives in the country. Chicago's getting its ass shot off. He's at the gathering of the Juggalos version of progressive assholes. No offense to Juggalos out there. You guys are more law-abiding than these mother effers are. Taking place in Chicago amplified his campaign talk about the wider approach to safer streets. He went to a gathering of progressives. Imagine. Quote, many people will make you believe the only way in which you can have safe communities is by simply engaging in politics of old, by believing that the only answer to public safety is policing. That's a failed strategy. Is it? They said at the gathering. Is it? Because more policing, look, I'm gonna use one of their terms. Radically more policing in Miami has actually cleaned up the streets there. So I don't want to hear that more policing or policing in general doesn't work. Yeah, it works if you do something like they did in Miami where you triple fund the police. And I mean, you give them every every resource they need plus some. And yeah, you will get much of the streets cleaned up. You will. Let them start kicking damn doors in. You know what I'm saying. However, the progressive Democrat did not repeat his campaign trail commitments to pull the plug on ShotSpotter when the city's current contract is up next year. For more than a decade, Chicago has used the company's nearly 30-year-old gunshot detection system, deployed in high crime areas designed to direct police to shootings. So I get this is supposed to, how does that work? It directs the police to shootings. It looks to me like maybe he should try to find something that maybe is more accurate and works faster. But you certainly shouldn't get rid of this in lieu of nothing. And guys, listen to this. But in recent years, has faced intense criticism for its methodology and the impact of its technology on communities of color. God, okay. Quote, he's a rising star in the progressive politics, and we're going to hold him accountable. Granite Kim, campaign director at Empower Change, a national Muslim digital advocacy organization, told a panel held at Netroots. So this is a gathering of progressives led by a Muslim. Was Alhan Omar not available here? Is that what happened? Kim added that if Johnson did not break with ShotSpotter, we would be very upset and take him to task nationally. Johnson emerged as the unlikely winner from the left in the mayoral race in April, defeating former Chicago Public School CEO Paul Vallis, who had received an endorsement from the right-leaning police union. God, y'all came that close. The two men had faced off after Mayor Lori Lightfoot lost her bid for re-election. Johnson had said on the campaign website Chicago spends $9 million a year on ShotSpotter, despite clear evidence it is unreliable and over-susceptible to human error. This expensive technology played a pivotal role in the police killing of 13-year-old Adam Toledo. Toledo was shot dead by the police in 2021 after a chase and confrontation in which the body cam footage showed the boy with his hands in the air. The killing prompted protests in Chicago, and no charges were brought against the police. Look, okay, that's fine and dandy and all that y'all are pissed about that, but you protested the streets over that, but you won't this morning. There's no protest going on this morning, right? None. No protest in Chicago this morning for 47 shot. But you want to protest over one outlier. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Let's see. Wait, and where did I see this at? After a chase and confrontation. So there was non-compliance going on there. And before you get all bended knee in the comments section trying to give me specifics of that bullshit, I don't want to hear it when 47 people get shot. Shut up and go away. You've got not a leg to stand on about anybody caring about anybody getting shot. Because you don't care. Amid criticism of the city's procurement process at OPEC last fall, Lightfoot quietly extended the company's contract to February 2024. Then in June, Johnson approved a $10 million payment for ShotSpotter. A senior advisor in the mayor's office blamed the organization on an automatic signature, but also did not commit to ending the contract. If Johnson continues the contract, the backlash from fellow progressives is likely to be swift. So they're going to hold him accountable. Some kind of... and look, I'm not familiar. Oh, look, okay. ShotSpotter has been deployed in more than 120 cities, including Boston, New York, and Denver, which recently rebranded as Sound Thinking. Research from the University of Michigan and Chicago's own Office of Inspector General have raised questions over its accuracy and efficiency. Yeah, but here's my problem. At this point, how many studies can we really trust? I mean, look, progressive politics has invaded It seems like every university, so research studies and what? I mean, it's getting to the point where you can't even trust that. I mean, really and truly. And look, I don't know. Maybe the system doesn't work worth the damn. But my issue with all of that is that nowhere in there does it say anything about we're going to look for a more effective alternative to install in its place. No, that's not what the progressives want here. They want it abolished, removed, gotten rid of, and not replaced. Because they're worried about how it's going to affect communities of color. If you're worried about communities of color being affected, hit the streets on a Monday morning after once again, and how many times did I have to show it? 47 gets shot. How progressive are you? Oh, you don't care. But you'll hit the streets over that one outlier police shooting that how many happen a year? 30? 300 and how many? 300 were over 300 had been killed. 342 murdered in Chicago. That's why this is such a hypocritical situation with this party. And look, the comment section is fixing to fill up, and a lot of y'all are going to say, I don't feel bad for them. They voted for it. In a lot of cases, you're right. Now, the one thing to remember about the people that will come watch this video out of Chicago, most likely, they didn't vote for it. They voted the other way. But yeah, you got people up there that in a lot of ways are absolutely, they can't break away from the standard operating procedure. And I'm just going to keep it real. When you keep voting this way, you either don't care about the people getting shot or you are wildly ignorant. One of the two. Neither of which are great. Think about that. You either don't care about the people getting shot, so you keep voting in Democrats, or you're ignorant and you keep voting in Democrats. Either way, you suck. There, I said it. 47 shot, folks. 5 dead. 342 for the year. It is Gotham. It's worse than Gotham. I mean, if there was a Batman, he'd just throw his hands up and just be like, you know what? Gonna have to call Superman on this one. Can't handle it. I'm gonna have to contract this one out. Wow. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network supporters. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.